going on, everyone? It's Jack and you from LITE Tech. Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are all doing well. In today's video, I'm talking about two electric skateboards that not only are budget friendly, but they're also some of the best electric skateboards on the market. This video has been a long time coming. I worked on it with Initial Focus, who's another awesome YouTuber. His name's Michael. He helped me a lot. He's a really experienced skater, so he gave me a lot of his opinions on the board and also filmed a lot of B-roll of himself on the board, so that was much appreciated. Thank you, Michael. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, though. Let me know what you think, but let's get right into it. Price definitely plays a role in which one of these boards you're going to buy, so let's start with that. The Blink LITE costs $299 or as low as $9.65 a month. And the Blink S costs $699 or as low as $22.55 a month. That's a big price difference, so price alone may make your decision. And the price is kind of an overarching theme for this video. The Blink LITE is kind of aimed towards the novice, the beginner, the student, and the Blink S is kind of aimed towards the experienced adult skater who has more money to spend and who will actually appreciate the features on the Blink S, whereas the Blink LITE will be pretty good for the students and the novice. So let me get into those differences in features and functionality. The Blink LITE is the world's lightest electric skateboard at 7.7 pounds, making it great for carrying it around campus or around town. The Blink S, on the other hand, is still a light 10 pounds, but those extra 2.3 pounds make a big difference, making this board a bit more of a nuisance to travel with. The added weight gives the S an edge, though, as its one hub motor is capable of 600 watts of power compared to the maximum of 450 watts of power on the LITE. The materials used also add to the weight on the S. The S is a Canadian maple wood board with an aircraft-grade aluminum frame, whereas the LITE lacks that aluminum frame surrounding its maple wood deck. That means that out of the two boards, the Blink S is going to be a bit more durable. The deck on the LITE is a tiny bit smaller than the deck on the S, coming in with a length of 27.5 inches and a width of 8 inches, compared to the S, which has a length of 27.7 inches and a width of 8 inches. The decks feel a little bit on the small side when riding them, but after a few test drives, you should be able to get used to it. Another big factor with these boards is the range. The Blink LITE has a range of 5 miles, which means it's going to be great for getting around campus or town, but the Blink S, on the other hand, has a range of 2 miles more, 7 miles, which means it actually could be seen as a means of transportation. Either way, though, I would advise bringing the charger to use when you stop, so then you can pick it back up and use it again, because the added weight of an electric skateboard means these are not great to ride as regular boards. Let's talk about riding them, though. The Blink S has a 15% incline rate, a 15 mile per hour max speed, and 83mm wheels. The Blink LITE has a 7% incline rate, a 10 mile per hour max speed, and smaller 70mm wheels. The larger wheels in the S lead to a smoother ride, especially over bumpy areas. Both of the boards have 3 different ride modes you can cycle through to fit your skill level. Once you master the boards, you can switch to the Pro mode, which will give you the maximum speed settings. If you get to this mode on the board, I feel like you might feel like you're missing a little extra speed, as, don't get me wrong, 10 miles per hour or 15 miles per hour is fast, but the Import M1, which is kind of the competition to this board, has a max speed of 22 miles per hour, so that's a lot faster, and that makes it a lot more realistic to use as a means of transportation. But the smaller size of the Blink S and the Blink LITE means that I wouldn't necessarily feel safe at those kinds of speeds. I think that overall, as like a leisurely device and sometimes a means of transportation, those speeds are fine, but you might feel yourself wanting a little bit more at times. Another important thing to note about these boards is the lighting. Both boards pack side lights that are really helpful for night rides, but the S goes even further, also packing headlights and tail lights, and that means that the S is definitely the safer board to ride at night, but during the day it won't really make a difference. Another similarity between the boards is the generic, cheap-feeling, ill-equipped controller. Any bad adjective I could say about this controller, I probably would. It's definitely the weakest part of this whole experience. Aside from the poor build quality, the lack of precision and control makes both of these boards a tough recommend for riders who plan to skate through heavy, hectic traffic, as it's not the safest. Pushing the joystick forward will make the board accelerate, and pulling the joystick backwards will make the board stop. In order to get the board in reverse mode, you will have to flip a switch on the side, which is kind of a hassle, and in a situation where you need to do that really fast, it's not really that safe. The controller also doesn't show battery percentage, so to see that, you're going to have to go into the app. The good news is that the app works on Android and iOS, and it's really well done. In the app, you can cycle through your skill modes. Each mode has a mile-per-hour cap to fit the user's experience, as already mentioned. Okay, so touching on a few other things you're probably going to want to know. The Blink Lite and the Blink S are both approved for air travel, which is a huge win. Not having to worry about that is kind of awesome. They both also have water resistance, which is great for going through a puddle without having to worry. And they also have regenerative braking, and if you're a fan of Tesla, you already know what this is, but it basically means that as you use a brake, it's going to fill up the battery a little bit more, so you get some extra time and extra battery life, which is kind of amazing because you don't really have to do anything for it. It's just if you're going down a hill or something and you start braking, it's going to add to the battery life. And another thing to know is the weight capacity, which could also kind of be a deciding factor for you. So the Blink Lite can hold someone up to 160 pounds, which is probably more so like the student, whereas the Blink S can hold someone up to 220 pounds, which is kind of more aimed at an adult. So that again follows the overarching theme of student versus experienced adult. Okay, so final thoughts here. I think that the Blink Lite is perfect if you're just starting out. You don't even know if you're going to be an electric skateboarder or use it as a means of transportation. Having to spend that little amount of money to get a really solid electric skateboard like the Blink Lite is definitely where I'd recommend you do that. I would also recommend going for the Blink Lite if you're a student and you just want this as a way to get around campus or ride to school. It's going to be great, and since it doesn't go that fast, it's not necessarily going to be a huge safety issue. I would recommend the Blink S if you have a more financially stable situation where you can spend $700 on a skateboard and you're a more experienced rider who will actually take advantage of the faster speeds and doing night rides with those extra lights. Then the Blink S is probably where I'd spend my money. Both of them are really solid electric skateboards though, so either one that you go with, I think you'll be pretty happy. Definitely let me know what you think though in the comments down below on which board you would recommend if you have it, or on which board you're going to pick up if you don't. Thank you guys all so much for watching this video. Thank you to Acton for sending them out. Thank you to Michael for the help on this video. You should subscribe right here so you don't miss any other possible content coming out in the future, and you should check out my other videos right here. Thank you guys all so much for watching this video, and I hope to catch you guys on the possible next one. Bye!